Good morning, everyone. Charlie Veitch here with your almost daily report. So, back at the J. Edgar Hoover FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C., also known as the Swinton Town Hall Extension, with the NHS track and trace. Well, in my humble opinion, the Rubicon has been well and truly crossed. The point of no return, when you can't hold it back in anymore and you've got to pull out, that point's been reached, guys. Now, I'm into my patterns. Big patterns, small patterns, meta patterns. You can sometimes figure out what the narrative is away from conspiracy or mainstream documents or bullshit BBC News, ITV, Channel 4, everyday thing. So when I say the Rubicon has been well and truly crossed, what I mean by that is the British members of the police and whoever gives them orders have decided it is better for the stability of the British crown for them to physically and violently break up and arrest anti-lockdown protesters. Not just like the one I filmed the other day, not like the one in Bristol 2 days ago with 14 arrests. Police said there was an attendance of 200 people. They almost arrested 10% of the whole protest. Not just those, I'm seeing tattoo parlors, gyms. There was some shop that did stuff for autism. These are men and women choosing to stay open to feed their families, self-employed. And get this, instead of some commissar from the local council turning up with a clipboard and having a bit of an argument and then leaving with their tail between their legs all pissed off, they turn up, the little commissar, the little apparatchik, the little beetle-faced order giver. They turn up with a little clipboard, the little name tag on the lanyard. From the council, you gotta do as you're told. They turn up, but with about 20 big, heavy, bloody henchman cops. I've seen a guy up against his glass trying to stop a police engineer with a drill drilling into his shop, and the guy filming has to say, David or James or John, whatever you name it, watch your fingers. He's drilling. The police is drilling through your lock into the building. Police turn up, instantly handcuff the guy. The guy's saying, this is under duress, common law, I don't consent. Do the fluorescent and body armored piggies of the British Crown care? No, they will fucking follow orders right up until they're booting people in the face to get onto the bloody rail carts to go to the isolation camps. Now I'm being a bit dramatic. Let's pause. Cut. Okay, so another person comes up behind me to throw their used cotton buds in the bin. So Elon Musk, the boss man of Tesla, SpaceX, he's got COVID-19, allegedly. He took 4 tests from the same pack. 2 came back positive, 2 came back negative. I believe him. Why would he lie about it? What's he got to do lying about it? And then you should see the blue ticks on Twitter. They're like, oh my God, Elon, that's so irresponsible. And people are like, F off. We'll try and swear a bit less. F off. So I'll tell you what, the final conspiracy in the West is. This is the last conspiracy. Do you want to know what it is? It's the moolah. It's the dollars, the shekels, the pounds, cha-cha-ching-ching. So, of course, when you're I don't even know what it stands for, PCR, coronavirus test. When you're manufacturing these, you're going to go cha-cha-ching-ching-ching-ching. Doesn't matter whether it works or not, as long as it kind of works. Sell it to the British government, £30 million, £500 million, £34 million, cha-cha-ching-ching-ching. And when I say the final conspiracy, it's the final one that you're allowed to do and get away with. Like, for example, what's his name? Sir Chris Vallance used to work for GlaxoSmithKline or one of these big companies, Bayer or one of these. Anyway, he's now going cha-cha-ching-ching to the Pfizer vaccine. Matt Hancock, his boss, Hancock, he said, he actually went on record and goes, look, I know this is a knighted individual of the British establishment who has hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of shares in the pharmaceutical industry, but he's the right guy to have in charge of making sure the British public takes the cha-cha-ching-ching. On my way round to this angle, just to give you guys another angle of the coronavirus act taking place at the theatre. So, Brad Pitt movie, World War Z, or as us British people would say, World War Z. Does that not begin? The film begins laying down the scene that something happens, they rush some vaccine, they manage to vaccinate the whole world. Emma Thompson plays the scientist. He's like, oh, vaccine, ching-ching-ching. And it turns everyone into blood-crazed, brain-eating, high-speed running zombies. Now, I'm not saying any Sputnik 5 or what's the, indeed, Isaac, or the Pfizer one, or all these other British one, the Russian one, Chinese one. But let's just say my family and I are not going to be taking it, and I'm going to be telling my elderly relatives who are considering. I say, guys, just isolate for another couple of months. Let's just see if see if everyone turns into dead bodies or zombies. Just my advice is don't rush out and take this rushed vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just saying when things are done in an absolute hurry without rigor and tests and checking, and here's the scariest one of all, when the vaccine manufacturers get a anti-litigation clause. What I mean by that is, let's say the vaccine sterilizes you and turns your kids into vegetables, as in it. Let's say the vaccine makes people brain dead, kills them, fucks them over. The good news is that the manufacturers and the shareholders, they get the cha-cha-ching-ching, cha-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching, and no one can sue them because it was World War C. World War Corona. We had to develop the vaccine without legal challenges. Now this is where people get worried, you know. They get very worried. You've got messages the last 10, 20 years. Humans are bad, humanity's shit, you're polluting, you're destroying the environment by traveling, by flying, your CO2 release. Think of the polar bears, you bastards, like Swedish doom goblin. How dare you, how dare you, how dare you. So humans are bad. They're saying have no kids. You've got formerly interesting and fun people like Danny Shine now running around saying, don't have babies. Don't have babies. So everyone's saying don't have babies. They're saying there's too many people. You got your Agenda 21. You've got the Great Reset going on. And just while this is all going on, when they're saying, well, there's maybe about 5 billion too many people, we could bring it down to about 1 billion or 2 billion. Next thing you know, this rushed out vaccine that they get into everyone, and you can't sue them if it all goes wrong. Not going to be Mr. Randy Pan, the tinfoil hat man, but let's just say the Veitch family is going to sit this one out. We're going to take a time out in the sin bin, watch everyone else get the little vaccines. We'll watch it for 6 months, 2 months, 6 months. Oh! To end on a good note, to end on a very good note. So, I've been sent a lot of articles, news articles from the UK, America, wherever, Europe, all over the world. And it's members of parliament or president or vice president or health minister says the coronavirus vaccine may or could or should be compulsory. Now, relax everyone. I'm old enough, I've been around the bush a few times. They said the exact same thing about swine flu. Trust me, I was there. I was already in this world. Could be mandatory. Should be mandatory. May be mandatory. It's bullshit. It's a fake news article. I could say right now, my wee-wee in my pants may be made of diamonds. I could say my baby may be a reptile. I should be given £1 million for this video. So when politicians, they're pandering to the NPCs, to the plebs, to the normies, to the peasants. NPCs, you know, the type of people that started the pandemic that would walk around, they're like, see that? See that there's 6 people in the park, not social distancing. and they post it online. That kind of people, they love hearing government ministers say things that they agree with that would force the people they disagree with to do things that they want them to do. It is the ultimate control freakery. Now on this note, it's been 10 minutes. This is Charlie Veitch from outside the town hall, coronavirus testing. Nice and busy. Wonder how many of them are false positives, but as long as the numbers keep going up, keep everyone locked down, you get more cha-cha-ching-ching from the vaccine.